Welcome back to this Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. Yours Sambo, Seraphis, and joining us, as always, are some of our wonderful members from Distant World Link Show. You can see there Merik, Blindrage, and Katella. Hello Katella, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Look at that, we've got fireworks already. In fact, we've got all sorts of colourful things going on here at the moment. We'll get to that in just a minute. Merik, good evening to you.
Hello.
Hello, hello. And you couldn't help yourself, could you, Blindrage? Did you feel left out there? You needed to light up a firework, right? Look out, you can set yourself on fire there. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Very, very well. You know what, all of you guys are looking, especially you, Blindrage, you look like you're about to head off into battle somewhere. What class are you at the moment?
I'm a Dragoon.
A Dragoon, and of course we know that he's a Dragoon because if we pan around him, we can tell because of the weapon that he's got on there. Katella, you're looking lovely, by the way. Your fine threads. Did you make those?
I made the pants.
What class are you at the moment?
I'm Thaumaturge.
Thaumaturge, and Merik looking dapper as always. Now let me have a look. Looks like you've got, are they fist weapons at your side?
They are fist weapons. I am going on my pugilist today. I'm a level 32 pugilist. Actually, a monk.
We all know I'm level 31. Katella, actually, what level are you?
I'm 34.
And Blindrage?
I'm 31, I think.
31. So there's something fishy going on here, folks, if you asked me, and we'll talk to Katella about that in just a minute. But before we do, Merik, I'm looking behind us here, and in fact, you know what, this is your doing. We're here in Limsa Lominsa. I can see the most beautiful sight behind us. Why is there a rainbow in the sky, Merik?
It's not really a rainbow. It's more like an aurora.
Aurora Borealis. I don't know. Is that Aurora? Something like that?
Kind of like that. And, of course, you can see the meteors going by.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it?
And if you look right up above you, there's a nice big pink star.
I see that. I was just about to ask you because surely that's not... Hang on, I'm going to pan around here, folks. And you guys know we've been keeping an eye on Dalamud, and I can't... Unless I can't... Am I silly? I can't see Dalamud, by the way, Katella. Should that be in shot?
No, I don't think you can see it from here just because of our angle.
Oh, okay, alright. But I did notice, Merik, that pink star. Pray tell, what on earth is that?
You know, I have no idea. I think it's just a pink star.
Okay, you know what? Regina J. Lacerda would be very happy about that. There is pink in this game as well. But yes, folks, we are gathered here. And in fact, where is here, Katella? I can see we've got a ship. I don't know. It seems familiar. I'm sure we've been here in the past. What is this area of Limsa?
This is where the Marauders Guild is.
Ah, okay, so it's a class guild. And you know what? We've been doing stuff with the Grand Company, so we know all about their quarters. And Pico, I think, has taken us to a crafting guild in the past. But you know what? We've never actually really done anything with the class guild itself. And of course, me being a marauder, that means the Marauders Guild. And I know we're here for a very special reason, and we'll get into that in just a moment. But something else that's very special, of course, is shout-outs. And by the way, I'd like to apologise. We've missed them from the last few episodes. That's because we've been having so much fun doing all of our events. With the way that the world is going at the moment, there's so much going on. Let's have a couple of shout-outs here. Got one here to Barian Hod 79, and they say, "Hey there, Sambo, greetings from Austria." Gosh, hello from Australia. Just wanted to tell you that I love your videos, and I've seen all of them, every single video, and that is 967 as I write this. I play along in almost every game, and I was wondering if I could please have a shout out in one of them. Thanks a lot in advance, and I hope you will never stop making these fantastic videos. And a big hello to Reggie and Tallahassee as well. Well, there you go. Thank you very much, Brian R. Hod. Nice to hear from you, and thank you very much for your support. Got another one here to Davey CCC7, and they say, "Hey there, congrats Sambo on getting Sam the Chocobo, and he will make a fine steed and companion for you." You know what, I'm really happy about that. Been waiting for that for ages. Would it be at all possible if I could please get a shout out in one of your future Final Fantasy episodes? I've been watching them from the very beginning, and you're one of the main reasons I started making my own YouTube videos. Keep up the good work. I can't wait for the next episode. Well, thank you very much, Davey CCC7. I'm going to have to stop along and check out your videos as well, and I certainly suggest that everybody watching this does as well. Davey Keith, this is a very special one, and in fact, Katella, I think you know something about this. Is this from somebody to do with Distant World, I think?
It is. Zenwing's nephew.
Oh, it's Zen. And by the way, big hello to Zenwing. Haven't seen you for a while there. So Zenwing has a nephew called Davey Keith. Hope you're watching the show, because a big shout out to you. And in fact, we're going to give you a great big wave. I certainly hope you're enjoying it. Thank you very much for your support. Got another one here from Ian Miller, and they say, hey Sambo, loving the videos. I'm really thinking of buying the game when it comes out on the PS3. Now here's a question, I think we'll ask Merik this one. Ian Miller says, what job would you say is the best to have in Final Fantasy XIV? There you go, Merik. Now, that's a really tough question. Is there such a thing as a best job in Final Fantasy XIV?
The best job in Final Fantasy XIV? Well, I guess it depends on what you like doing, but I don't know. Personally, I'm kind of swayed towards Archer Bard, but I do also like the Dragoon.
I know. You know, it'd be very hard to narrow it down to one. What about you there, Blindrage? I know it's a rough question because I wouldn't know how to answer this one. But if you were forced, what's your favourite couple of classes or jobs?
Sheep killers.
No, wrong answer.
Sorry, had to do that.
Wrong answer. That's right. What do you?
I would say, for me, Paladin would be my favorite one.
Paladin, there you go. And Katella, what about you? If you were forced to choose, what would you say?
I'm quite partial to Archer and Bard as well.
Archer and Bard. There you go, mate. Ian Miller, there's your answers. If it was me, you know what, I really only know Marauder, and that's about it. A little bit of Conjurer, but I do love my Marauder. So I think you're going to get 100 different answers no matter who you ask, and I think that's the point of the game, by the way, is that you can actually try them all out, so you don't have to worry about it. Could I get a shout out in the next video? Keep up the good work. You certainly can. Thank you for your support, Ian Miller. Got another one here from Infected, and they say, hey Sambo, great videos and an awesome game. You better believe it's an awesome game. I was wondering if I could get a shout out in the next episode. It would mean a lot to me, and I can't wait for more episodes in the future. There you go, Infected, a big hello to you. And just one more here from John AL4567, who says, can I please have a shout out, because I am now one of your biggest fans and I've got a question for you. How do you get into an inn? Thank you very much. Well, that's a very good question. I think we need to speak with our resident inn expert. That would be you, Katella. How do you get to an inn?
To be able to get access to an inn, you have to do the first few quests, climb for your starting city, and then once you do that, then you're able to talk to the innkeeper in your city and get a small quest, and you do that, and you will have access to your inn.
There you go, nice and easy. And in fact, by the way, John, I think we covered that off in an earlier episode in our Let's Play series with Sayo Mayo, so if I remember, I'll try and pop the link in the description below. And look at that, Blindrage, you're in deep reflection there. Yes, I can tell that you're pondering life and the meaning of the universe. Hope we're not interrupting. There you go, he's cheering for that one. So there you go, and by the way, folks, just reminding you, if you would like a shout out, all you need to do is ask. It is that simple. But we've got lots to do in this episode, so Katella, we are here indeed at the Marauders Guild, and I am level 31, and I believe that we're here for a very special reason. Has it got something to do with this crazy job system that we've been talking about in the past?
It does. We're actually going to open up the job warrior for you today.
Whoa, a warrior! Okay, so did you hear that, Blindrage? I'm finally going to become a man. Well, on my female character, but you know what I mean, right? I'm going to become a man and become a warrior. So let's talk about this. Merik, you know, I'm currently a marauder. Why would I want to be, like, marauder is a class, right? It's defined as a class. What Katella is talking about is a warrior. Is that a class as well, or is that a job, or how do we define those different things, and how do they work?
Warrior is a job for the Marauder. Basically, it'll add a couple of unique skills that can only be used on your warrior when you use them.
Oh, I see. So, hang on. Are there other jobs? I mean, I get my terminology so confused here. And Blindrage, let's ask you this one. I've got skills, and some games call them professions. We've got jobs, skills, you name it. But in this, you know, I'm a marauder. I can be a tailor. I can cook stuff. I can be a conjurer. Are they all skills or classes, Blindrage? What do you actually call those main ones?
They are the classes.
Classes, right. So literally every class has a subset of jobs that you can opt optionally take? Would that be a good way of putting it?
Yeah.
Alright, so if I was, for example, let's look at you, Katella. I mean, clearly you're not a marauder right now. You're all dressed up there, and I think you said you're a conjurer or something. I mean, can you be a warrior as well as a conjurer?
No. I'm actually a thaumaturge right now.
Right.
So the job that's associated with thaumaturge at the moment is black mage.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, how would somebody find out what particular jobs they could optionally go for? I mean, is there a list in the game? Like, how do I know that as a marauder I can be a warrior? And by the way, is there more than one that I can choose from? Is it just a warrior? Is that my only option?
Right now they're set up on a 1-to-1 ratio, so every class, and let's clarify, every combat class has a job that they can kind of turn into. And so, like, for example, Blind starts off as a Lancer, and he can change into a Dragoon. And I'm a Thaumaturge, and the job I can change into is Black Mage.
Rightio. Okay, so that's what Merik was talking about before. And so if I'm a cook, I don't have a job to diversify into as a cook, right? So it's just Disciples of War or Magic, that's it.
Right.
All right, and Merik, you were saying before that it provides with some specific skills. So, you know, what's the motivation for doing... Like, am I going to limit myself in the game if I say, look, I just want to be a marauder, that's it? You know, do I have to do a job, Merik?
You don't have to do a job if you don't want to, but jobs will be beneficial to you in the long run for when you're doing dungeons and stuff like that. You know, high-level dungeons.
Right, and is that because of the specific skills that you know I'm only going to be able to get unlocked via being a warrior? So, you know, I'm guessing that a class is semi-generic, and yet when I go and unlock jobs, I'm going to unlock specific skills that are going to come in very handy at the end game, for example. Would that be a fair enough analysis?
That is correct.
Alright, so there you go, folks. That is why you want to unlock jobs. Alright, so I guess then Katella, that once we realise what we have to do, then we need to actually start that process. So I'm guessing if we spin the camera around here, we're at the Marauders Guild, and that makes total sense to me now. So we're actually here to, unlock a quest or something that's going to start us on the road to getting this new job?
That's right.
Okay, so if I was a paladin, would I have to go to my paladin guild, if you like?
The Gladiator, I believe so.
Right, okay. Alright, so again, how would somebody know whereabouts their particular class's guild is?
Generally by now, by the time you get to level 30, you may have actually done some quests for your guild.
Okay, that makes sense. Actually, in fact, yes, because we've been here before in our Let's Play series doing solo questing, and you know what, if I'd thought about it, I would have known this is where to come as well. And I'm guessing that sign out the front of the boat there is a bit of a giveaway. Is it actually marked on the map? Let's have a look here. Where are we? There we go. Oh, look at that. Yes, there it is. The Astalicia, and it actually says there Marauders Guild in brackets, and there we go, Fisherman's Guild, Arcanists Guild, etc, etc. So I guess if you're completely lost, you could actually try and find it by looking at the map. Well, there you go, folks. There's a nice big explanation of exactly what these jobs are and how you go about getting them. So I think without further ado, we need to go in and grab mine. So Katella, I'll let you lead the way because you know how bad I am at navigating. So would you mind taking us inside? And I love going on this ship, by the way. It's all, look at that Blindrage. You've got fireworks. Look out, you're going to set me on fire. Watch the hair, Blindrage. Watch the hair.
I gotta light the way.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm blind.
Here. Alright, where are we headed? Here we go. Look at this. This is very cool. So I'm assuming, Katella, that these are all folk in my guild, right? In the Marauders Guild.
Yep, and the one we're looking for is Neil.
There they go. In fact, they've got a nice exclamation mark over their head. Let's go have a chat with them, see what they've got to say. Pride and duty, and we'll take you from the mountain. Ooh, this sounds interesting. Now what we'll do, folks, is, as always, we'll skip through this very quickly. If you'd like to read the text, you can always pause the video. We'll read the first part here. Thought I smelled something rank.
It's not me.
No, it's not you this time. That's not you making the rank smell. Another young whelp, fresh from her mammy's pap, come looking to play pirates, eh? Oh yeah, I always like playing pirates. Here we go. We'll just skip through all of these, as I said, and we'll get to, hopefully, a nice synopsis at the end. By the way, while we're skipping through this, Merik, do you know if there's going to be any more voice voice work done in the questing in version 2.0?
I would hope that there's a little voice work done, because with the recent games that I've been playing, I'm kind of getting used to having all the voice work now.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a little bit archaic having to scroll through walls of text, but never mind. There we go. Pride and Duty. Gentlemanly Bastard Neil has offered information regarding the whereabouts of a mysterious new member of the Company of Heroes if you agree to report back to the Astalicia after talking with the Hellsguard warrior. So there we go. This is obviously our job quest there, Katella. Up to 3 party members may accompany you. Oh, look at this. The rewards are a whole bunch of XP, which is very cool. We get something called Vengeance, 1 soul of the warrior, and 1 copy of the Keeper's Hymn. Katella, what is Vengeance, soul of the warrior, and a copy of the Keeper's Hymn? I'm guessing, is Vengeance a skill?
Vengeance is a skill.
Alright, that's cool, and that's obviously only available to be equipped via a warrior, yeah?
That's right.
Okay. Now, what's 1 copy of the Keeper's Hymn?
The Keeper's Hymn is actually an item that lets you reassign your skill points.
Oh, so it's like a what do you call it, like in WoW, where you can go and reset your talents. It's basically like that.
Right.
Okay, very cool. And I'm guessing 1 soul of the warrior, that's actually my job, right?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, so this sounds very simple. I'm sure it's not in practice. Let's accept that one right now. There we go. It's settled then. And the man calls himself Curious Gorge. That's interesting. Sounds like Curious George, doesn't it? And he's said to have set up camp in a cave to the southwest of Camp Horizon. In Western Thanalan it is. I'd tell you more, but that's as much as any bugger knows. Still, your adventures ain't exactly short of a bit of resourcefulness, so I'm sure you will manage. And there we go. I'm sure we will. It is accepted. So, judging by that, guys, I'm guessing Blindrage, are we needing to head off to Camp Horizon?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so what we'll do, folks, to save time is, I'm sure you've all travelled to Camp Horizon 100 times before. We'll get there, and then Katella, is Curious Gorge somewhere around there?
He is.
Alright, so what do you reckon, Merik? We'll come back once we're actually coming up on this Curious Gorge fellow. Save a bit of time. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Alright, we'll be right back soon, folks. And welcome back. Here we are. We're coming in on our quest. Yes, here we go. Look at this. It is Curious Gorge. Let's have a quick look at our map so you guys can see where we are. So there was Camp Horizon, and I'm sure you're all familiar with that. We're basically sort of to the southeast of that, down here in, well, we're south of Scorpion Keep as well. And you can see we've got a exclamation mark on the map. And here he is, as expected, in a cave. Curious Gorge. Whoa, look at him. Okay, let's have a chat, see what he's got to say. What? I ain't got words to mince with whelps, unless that is you're here to become a wolf. A wolf? What the heck? If that's the case, then I'm Curious Gorge. But one remark about that name, and I'll rip that pretty head from your shoulders and suck the marrow out of your twitching spine. Good lord, he's not exactly friendly, is he? Alright, again, folks, what we'll do is we'll skip through this text, because I'm sure there's a mountain of it, and you guys can pause the video if you'd like to see. Sounds like he's a very colourful character, Merik.
Yeah, that he does.
Let's have a look here. What's he saying? Now, by the way, you guys, I know that you're not on this class at the moment, but has anyone else here actually done this particular one and unlocked this job?
Yep.
Oh, okay, so as always, you guys have blazed the trail. Here we go. Pride and Duty has been updated in the journal. Let's go in there and take a look. And oh, I love the way that it's color-coded so we can pick it out of the list there. After warning you not to mock his unique name on pain of decapitation, Curious Gorge tells you of his little village, their art, and his reasons for journeying south. He also invites you to train in the ancient ways of the warrior, but only after proving that your will is strong enough to endure the challenge by slaying the Antling Workers, which make their nest to the north of Curious Gorge's cave. Oh, so we're having to prove ourselves, Katella. Does that mean fighting?
That does.
Alright, if I click on the map button here, we should be able to see where it is. Oh, so we actually, is that in the cave or is it above ground?
It's above ground.
Okay, so I'm guessing we have to basically head back out, is that right?
Yep.
Alright, let's do that, and I'm going to mount up. I can see why you stayed on your mount now, Blindrage. Alright, there we go.
Yep.
Alright, so I think it was, oh gosh, I'm probably going to get us lost. Was it north of here? I think it was. Where are we?
Yep, it's north.
Okay. Let's do it. And there we go, folks. The wonderful Chocobo theme music. In fact, you know what? I love riding a Chocobo in this area because it's a bit of a double whammy. We get the Chocobo theme music when we're riding, and then when we dismount, we get that wonderful Thanalan theme, which pretty much has to be up there in my top 5 soundtracks for all time for all Final Fantasy games. I absolutely love it. Oh, and look at that. We've got ourselves a quest marker there. Is this going to zone me into an instance, or is it going to be open world fighting? Does anyone know?
It's going to take us into an instance.
Alright, here we go. Let's run in. There we go. The good old invisible wall. Duty calls. Do you wish to proceed with pride and duty? Everyone's ready. It looks like it. Let's do this and see what happens. And there we... Oh, okay. So it's kind of like a leave quest, isn't it? They've all got... Yeah, it is a leave quest almost. They've got 30 minutes there, and they've all got these symbols above their head. So we'll wait for ourselves to be buffed up. So let's go through this one more time. Merik, we've got me as a Marauder. We've got Dragoon, Blindrage. You are Pugilist, right?
Correct.
And Katella, are you going to be doing heals or support?
Probably I'm damaged, but I'm going to be probably picking up heals as well.
Right, okay, good stuff. So we're actually, for once, all doing this at level, aren't we? Like, we're all the correct level. So this could be a bit of a challenge. Blindrage, is there anything I need to know about this?
They hit hard, and you're the tank.
Oh, am I? I noticed that you guys have sort of shoved me up the front of the group here. Yeah, thanks for that.
It's your quest.
Oh, man. Okay, alright, well, wish us luck, and thank you for the vote of confidence there. Let's see what happens, and it doesn't look like I'm going to aggro them, so we'll provoke, and see if we can try and pull some aggro there. Ow, I'm nearly dead! Oh my lord! How did that happen? In fact, I am dead. Okay. You guys knew that was going to happen, didn't you? Katella, is that normal for me to die so quickly?
No.
Well, that's interesting. I must be so terribly bad that one shot got me, basically. And look, everybody here. Blindrage is down. We've got Katella almost dead. Merik, even there, is having trouble. Wow, we have certainly bitten off more than we can chew. Look at that. We've completely wiped. There you go, folks. I certainly hope you enjoyed that episode, and we will be back next week with something else. Our objectives failed. Look at that. We are a pile of bodies on the ground. That is hilarious. So, Katella, let's step back from this one. What on earth happened there, and are we doing something wrong?
No, it's just a tough one. It's not so easy when you're on the level that you're supposed to be.
Told you they
to come in here.
Yeah, you did tell us that they hit hard. Good lord. Alright, so Merik, is there some sort, I mean, rather than me just running in and, you know, swinging my axe, is there something that we need to do? Like, is there some kind of strategy or something?
Well, probably, I mean, whichever one that you hit, everybody else needs to start hitting at it too, so we can take it down faster.
Right, okay, so that's a good start. Now, speaking of which, is there a way of marking mobs in this game?
There is. I haven't used it much, but there's like an alliance. There's like enemy signs. I think it's in the emotes. You can see it.
Yeah, we've seen. There we go. Enemy signs. So I can mark one with attack this target before we go in. So maybe we'll try that. Now, just reminding us as well, we're all here lying in a pile of deadness with Blind. You're squashing all of us. How do we res ourselves? Because of course, Katella, you know, you can't res us.
I'm gonna come back and raise us. I'll come back and raise us.
Oh, okay. There you go. That's the nice, lazy, easy way out of that. We won't put you guys through this. We'll get ourselves back in the fight and get ready, and we'll be back very shortly. Alright, and here we are back from the dead, quite literally, by the way. We are the zombie team now. Okay, so that kind of went very interestingly, Katella. I wasn't expecting that one. I guess that these guys really do hit hard, and we're really seeing now what it's like to sort of attempt content at level, right? I mean, is that normal? Do a lot of people die on this particular quest?
I remember when it first came out, there was a lot of people complaining about how hard it was.
Oh boy, you know what? You can add me to the list on that one. Alright, well look, what I think we might do, and we talked about this, by the way, just before we started filming again, let's see if we can pull one of these guys, and in order to do that, I'm going to use the marking system. So I've got some enemy signs here, and I'm going to say attack that target. Oh, what? Interesting. When I click on this, it says select this to place this mark on the targeted character, yet in the chat, it says there is no leave quest underway. So, Merik, are markings only... Like, I don't understand that. Why would I have to be in a leave quest? Can I not literally mark characters and mobs out in the world?
Well, that's a good question. I've never actually used the ability myself, and I thought that I've seen people use it before in a leave quest, or in a non-leave, but...
Yeah, no, that's what it says. There is no leave quest underway, so I'm guessing that I can't use it. Well, look, how else would we do this? Katella, is there a target facility? Like, can you guys tell which particular enemy I'm targeting?
I know that in the past I've made a macro for myself that was like /assist, and I'd target whoever I'm trying to assist.
Okay, so that's a good way of doing it. All right, well, are you ready? Because I am targeting one. It's sort of the one on the left-hand side. I'm going to throw a... Yeah, I think... Oh, let's grab that one, because he's away off there.
Sounds good.
Yep, there we go. Let's throw a weapon. Oh, I'm too far away. No. All right, let's try that again. There we go. Let's see if we can grab one of them. Oh, and they all linked, didn't they? Damn it. All right, wish us luck this time. Let's do some provoking and see what happens. See if I can at least try and retain the threat here. Alright, we're doing a lot better this time. And they like you, Katella. Be careful. Now, so how are you generating threat there? Is that because heals in the game generate threat, Katella, or is it because you're doing a lot of damage there?
No, it's because of heals.
Oh, because of heals, right. So, like many other games, I'm guessing, heals are going to be targeted by the enemy very, very quickly. And is my provoke back up? Yes, it is. Alright, we're definitely doing a lot better this time, that's for sure. Now, not only do these guys hit very hard, but they seem to have an enormous amount of hit points. Merik, is it just me, or are these guys taking a lot to chew through? Like, they've got... I don't know, I keep wailing on this Antling Worker here, and I'm hardly making a dent. Is that normal?
Yeah, they take a lot of damage.
Wow. So again, folks, this is what it's like doing it at level. And you can see we've been having the luxury of all of our wonderful Link Shell members, and especially these guys and gals right here with us today now, who normally play above level, and all the enemies kind of fall over. Blindrage, how are you coping this time?
I'm good.
Oh, good. There we go. Now, who can tell me, by the way, Merik, you may know this one, my provoke ability, is that an AoE provoke, or is it single target?
It should be single target, I believe, but if the mobs are linked together, no matter which one you provoke, all of them are going to link.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that. That is good to know. Alright, we've nearly got this one Antling Worker down. There he is. He is down. Thank goodness for that. Going to go for this one here at the back now. And let's see if we can throw a stone spell on him. And I'm going to use provoke again. Basically want to use that whenever it is up to try and get that aggro, gain that enmity. At the top of the aggro table. And that, of course, is going to keep them off our other friends here. Look at that. Blindrage is nearly dead. Are you okay? Stay with us there. Oh,
I'm dead.
He is dead. Dear,
yep,
oh dear,
I'm pushing
dear.
up daisies.
There we go. That's right.
Can I go kill a goat now?
Can Katella raise you in combat, or is that something that's only an out-of-combat ability?
No, I can.
Alright, there we go. You have to be nice to a blind. Get that raise coming in.
Yep.
There we go, folks. More provoking. So, how did that happen, by the way, Katella? Is that because I let the aggro spill over? Was I not good enough with my provoking?
No.
Were you doing your own provoking?
I was probably
there?
slow.
I think Blindrage was...
She forgot about little old me.
Yeah, forgot about you, right. There you go, you're all back now. Now, because you raised him, Katella, will he have a death penalty?
He has weakness.
Weakness. So explain to us, what is weakness?
It kind of, you get less hit points back.
Right, so he's at a disadvantage for a while. Blindrage, how long is that going to last for?
2 minutes.
Alright, so it's not too bad. Alright, there we go. We are down to one more. Great success. My provoke has got 2 seconds left on it. Come on, come off cooldown. There we go. Let's see if we can grab this guy's attention. Oh, he still doesn't want to know me. Can you believe that? Now, it's another thing, Merik, is provoke 100% hit, or Oh, there we go, by the way. Yay, us, good lord. Will provoke always work, or does it have a chance to miss and not work like most other things?
You know, that's a good question. I don't have the warrior job, or I don't think that my Marauder has provoke yet, so I've never actually used it myself.
There you go, okay. Well, let's assume that it doesn't, by the way, because it definitely
It doesn't miss. It's just the hatred that other people cause that generates it, that causes it to go weaker or not.
It can be kind of challenging to actually tank at these levels.
Yeah, that's for sure. And trying to pull that mob off was difficult because, of course, obviously the hate levels had grown on you guys, who were probably doing a lot more damage than me, I'd imagine. But anyway, we made it, folks. Can you believe it? We finally actually did it. That is incredible. Yay, us. Big congratulations. So that is awesome. So I'm thinking now if I go into my journal and have a look at that. And by the way, if you guys are playing along from home, best of luck to you on that one. Be very, very careful. As you can see, it is extremely difficult. You have slain the Antling Workers. Now return to Curious Gorge's cave and inform the Hellsguard of your victory. Alright, so what we'll do to save time, I think, is we'll mount up and run over there, and we'll be back real soon. And here we are, we're back to Curious Gorge, but Blindrage, I can see you in the back. Have you found goats?
No.
No, look at him. He's just itching. Look, oh, I saw you then. He's itching to get out there and kill some goats. You just stay put and miss. Look at this. He's exercising every piece of restraint you can do. Look at, he's inching for. We've got our eye on you, Blindrage.
I'm not doing anything.
Not doing anything. Katella, I hope you've got your eye on him.
Yep.
She give me the look.
Look at that. She's definitely giving you. Look at that over the shoulder look. That's a really dirty look. You watch yourself there, young man. All right, Curious Gorge. Curious Gorge rather. Let's have a chat. I witnessed your battle with the Antlings and must say that I was surprised. You know what, Curious Gorge? Not half as surprised as we were. I'll tell you that much. You have proven yourself far more worthy of this than I could have imagined. In your hands lies the soul of the warrior, a crystal within which the deeds of 1,000 warriors from history are recorded. For countless generations, the soul has been passed on to those in my tribe who choose the path of the warrior to guide them and aid them on their journey. When your inner beast awakens, the runes will resonate, further empowering your will and granting you such strength as you never thought possible. Today, there is a cause for celebration, my friend, for through you, I have ensured that my tribe's legacy will endure. This is why I left my home. This is why I joined the company of heroes. This is why I am here today. Yet, however hard I try and however earnestly I pursue my goal, I cannot deny that I believe my mission will ultimately end in failure. While I style myself a warrior, the truth is that I left the mountains long before my training was complete. This guy's got a very interesting story. Let's just flick through, and again, these can be very lengthy, and you can pause the video if you'd like to have a look and figure out what this guy is all about. Gosh, he really talks a lot, doesn't he? There we go. The next warrior quest will be available from Curious Gorge upon reaching level 35. Katella, what on earth does that mean? I thought we've already done it.
The next quest, that's actually the next quest for warrior.
So, hang on, so we've just done one. Hang on, I thought that unlocked the class.
Well, no, I think he's just telling you that the next time you need to talk to him is at 35.
Oh, I see. Okay, so maybe we'll get...
You're going to get different abilities and stuff for 35, 40, 45, and 50.
Oh, I see. There you go. So every 5 levels. Cool. So it looks like we're going to be seeing him again. And there we go. Look at that. We obtain ourselves a Soul of the Warrior. Awesome. The next warrior quest will be available from Curious Gorge upon reaching level 35. Oh, the warriors of ages past have sensed our... What does it say? Have sensed our strength. Look at that. Amazing. We gain an ability called Vengeance as well. Woohoo! Right, this is... Oh, and... Listen to that, folks. It is the Final Fantasy victory theme. Look at this, Pride and Duty. We get ourselves the XP, the Vengeance, the Soul of the Warrior, and a copy of the Keeper's Hymn. Let's accept that. There we go. And it's coming up here, changing to a job. You obtained a Soul Crystal. You can change from a class to a job by accessing the gear interface from the main menu. and equipping a soul crystal to the job slot. Jobs alter base stats and offer powerful job actions, but they also limit the number and type of actions available from other classes. Try changing between classes and jobs to adapt to any situation or optimize party makeup. So there you go. Alright, so that is it. It is all over and done with. He's got another quest there, which I presume we can come back at level 35. So Katella, I don't have any vengeance abilities on my hotbar, and I'm certainly still a marauder, so what have I done wrong?
You actually have to equip the soul crystal.
Oh, okay, so we have to equip it. Alright, Merik, are you able to walk us through this process?
Sure. First thing you do is you open up your menu.
Righty.
And you go into gear.
Gear. Here we go. Gear, and up it has come. Oh, do I see a new slot?
Okay, so right above the main hand weapon, you'll see a new slot that's kind of like a brownish type blackish slot.
Yep.
If you click on that slot, it will list all the soul crystals that you have, which you probably just have the one for the Soul of the Warrior.
I do. Soul of the Warrior. Upon the surface of this multi-aspected crystal are carved a myriad deeds of warriors from eras past. Woo! Alright, so I definitely have it, yep.
So all you have to do is just click on the crystal.
Okay, here we go. Whoa! Look at that! Oh, amazing! Woohoo! Alright,
and you are now a warrior.
Whoa! That is awesome.
You should also note that your action bars have changed.
Yes, so I think I've had a couple of new abilities, I think, appear on there. I can't tell at the moment because I can't hover over it, so we'll do that in just a second. But is it that simple? So if I get myself any other jobs, Merik, I'm just going to be able to literally switch to them in this menu.
That is correct.
Okay, so assumably I can close this down now. There we go. And let's see if I can hover over here. See, I've got something called Berserk. I've got Maim. I've got Overpower. Okay, they are definitely new abilities there. Although I don't have Vengeance anymore. I can't see Vengeance on there. But I'm guessing I'm going to have to manually put that on. Would that be right?
If your bar is completely full,
it is.
Click the down arrow underneath the number 1 on the left-hand side of your action bar, and that should switch to the second layer.
You're right. In fact, there it is, Vengeance, which redirects a portion of physical damage sustained while active back to its source. Ooh, that's definitely Vengeance. What's this
One thing you may want to note is that when you switch to a new job, you must equip the job main hand weapon first.
Oh, really? Of course, because, yeah, we can see down here, I am a warrior, but in brackets, it's got Marauder, and of course that means that I have to have my Marauder's weapon on, right?
Right.
Okay.
Or if you have a specific weapon that's, specific to the job, you can put that weapon on. Actually, no, you can't, because you have to have the job actually enabled. In
order to do that, then, right, okay, so it's like, it makes sense. You need to have that weapon and be that particular class in order to then switch to the appropriate job.
Right.
Okay, sounds good. This is amazing. Blindrage, by the way, is that what you're wearing right now? What are you?
A warrior.
Yeah, warrior. So I've got that. Is that the AF warrior gear, is it?
Yes, this is what you're going to look like when you become a warrior 50.
Right. So, what, about 3 years' time from now, you reckon? Maybe?
3, 2, 1, somewhere around there.
Something like that. Well, there you go, folks. That is amazing. So, one more time for the road. Let's open up our menu here and go into gear, and you'll see this is it. Now, by the way, Katella, what if I don't want to be a warrior? What if I just want to be a marauder right now? How do I remove this?
You can just click on it and unequip it. There's also a way to do a macro for it, and you could just type /job and it'll toggle on or off.
Oh, great. Okay, so that makes things nice and easy. Let's turn it on again. I love that effect. I think I'm going to sit here for the rest of the day turning it on and off. Just for that effect. Very cool. Alright, well, it looks to me like I've got some learning to do, because I guess, guys, as soon as you get yourself a new job, I mean, there's a whole bunch of unfamiliar skills here. So, Merik, do you recommend that once people do get a new job to go out? I mean, can I do leave quests as my new warrior?
Sure you can.
Yep, so that's probably a good way of training up and learning what these new skills do, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I've been doing with my monk, is with the new quests, I've just been doing leave quests with them.
Ah, okay, alright, sounds good to me. Alright, well, there you go, folks. I think that is it. I mean, our objective for this episode was to explain to you exactly how jobs work, and I think we've done that adequately, even though we died partway through it. So, as always, my thanks to Katella, Blindrage, and Merik for walking us through that. But before we head off, I think there's a couple of things that we'd like to talk about, because, boy oh boy, there was a bunch of news that happened this week in Final Fantasy XIV land, and Katella, I know that you're very excited about this, but we learned about some things like the alpha test, number one, and number two, some very important dates. So first things first, am I right that I saw an announcement about an alpha test? Is that going to be active very soon?
Yeah, it should be coming up here pretty soon. What happened is they actually put on the Lodestone, a place where you can go in and sign up to be an alpha tester.
Whoa, okay, so there's an actual link now, and I believe that there's an EU version and a North American version as well. What we'll do, folks, is we'll pop those links down in the description below, so if you're interested in alpha testing, literally version 2.0, how exciting would that be? Then you just need to click on those links and apply. And by the way, I'll just add that there's a very, very strong disclaimer there, stating, of course, that under no circumstances are any of the images to be transmitted. So what that means is that I won't be able to stream or record any of that footage, and neither is anybody else. But if you'd like to experience it firsthand, then go along and sign up for the alpha. So the alpha, though, Katella, that means to me that we probably know some other dates as well, because of course alpha means the beginning of beta shortly after that. Are we going to have a server shutdown anytime soon?
We are. There's a couple things coming up. The very first thing that's going to happen is on November 1st. They're actually going to do a maintenance and do a final hard save.
Oh, so by hard save you mean of all of our characters?
All of our character progress, and so basically everything up until that point, that is what is going to be transitioned into 2.0.
I see. Okay, so that also would mean, if I'm using my brains correctly, and by the way, I'm just going to wonder, was that Blindrage running off there? No, he's behind us. You're behaving yourself very well, by the way. I thought you'd be out here killing goats by now.
You want me to kill goats?
Well, you're welcome to if you like. I mean, it is playtime now. We've done our work, so you're more than well. Look, you've been so well behaved for the episode. There he goes, folks. He's off. Oh, no, he's definitely behaving himself. Anyhow, so while Blindrage does that, we'll leave him to his own devices. So, Katella, if what you're saying is correct, then November the 1st, that means that, hang on, what about any progress we make after that? So, let's pretend I'm level 40 when November the 1st hits. What happens if I get myself to level 50 on November the 15th?
It will not be saved.
Okay, so by saved...
And actually, after November 11th, the servers are set to shut down totally.
Okay, so do you feel better now, Blindrage? You got it out of your system?
Yeah, I killed 2 with 1 shot. That was cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. So, hang on, if I'm reading this correctly, that means that, Merik, November 1st, anything we do in the game after November 1 basically won't count anymore. And not only that, but once we get back into version 2.0, that is what will appear on those servers. But more importantly, November 15th is shut down. Is that right? So that means we're gonna, literally not going to be able to play Final Fantasy XIV anymore until version 2 comes up. Is that right, Merik?
Well, there is a chance that they may bring the servers back up for a limited time after November 11th, which is the actual shutdown date of the servers.
Right.
But your characters will not progress any in the game.
Oh, okay.
Only waypoints will be saved on the characters.
So that means they're being nice and just letting us get our fix while we wait for the real version 2 to come back up, but none of that progress will be saved. So it's just up for funsies.
Correct.
Okay, well, that's very nice of them.
And like I said, there's a slight chance that that may happen, but they're not saying for sure that it will.
Okay, so therefore, the final question, by the way, Blindrage, you've made friends, just in case you hadn't noticed, there is a goat.
I didn't do anything, I'm just standing here.
Yeah, sure you didn't. Katella, I thought you were going to keep an eye on him. And speaking of Katella, what does that mean for
They're itching my back.
He's got a scratchy back. There's a gap there, if you ask me. I mean, Katella, between that date and version 2, yes, we may be able to play here and progress doesn't count, but when are they going to bring the whole thing back online? When is go live date for version 2? Do we know?
We don't know yet, and in fact, in this process, so that after the servers go down, they're going to start with alpha. The first set of alpha, the first phase of alpha is going to be local closed beta, so it's going to be Japanese players only.
Okay.
Then they're going to use that time to set everything up so that they have everything into place to be able to do a wide-scale beta with everybody overseas.
So I'm guessing they're not going to make any announcements until they see how that beta goes, yeah?
Right.
But potentially that could mean we're out of a game for a number of weeks, if not months. I mean...
Yeah, it could mean that.
Interesting. Well, folks, we will, of course, keep you posted, but that has ramifications. Blindrage, your mate has come back to say hello to you. Are you making friends again?
Billy's here!
Billy. Hello, Elko. Billy's standing right in our face there. That means, of course, that there may well be ramifications for our Let's Play series, folks, because we really don't know what's going to happen. But, of course, we will play it by ear, as always.
I'm not doing anything.
No, I think Katella's to blame this time. How fancy that.
Katella did it.
Yeah, Katella definitely did it. We saw you do it there.
I'm being good.
I think what we'll do, folks, is we will carry on as always, and, you know, coming up to November, maybe we'll have to start winding down the show. We'll let you know, but just be aware that there may be a bit of a pause, and there's nothing we can do about that, because, of course, the game will be offline. But keep an eye on all of our channels, and especially our Distant World Link Shell website, so you can keep abreast of the situation there. I'm sure we'll be posting news. But in the meantime, folks, we are way out of time. Again, I'd like to thank Merik, Blindrage, and Katella for helping us through this very important one here. This episode was all about me getting my job. I am now, as you can see down the bottom there, a warrior marauder, and I can't wait to go off and play with these new skills and see what they do. And of course, I guess, by the way, Katella, there are many other opportunities for me because, you know, we've got all the other classes I could do jobs with as well, yeah?
That's right.
Alright, so gosh, there's a lot of work. If you really want to max out a character here in Final Fantasy XIV, there are hundreds and hundreds of hours of things that you can do, so I'm really looking forward to that. But in the meantime, we need to get out of here. On behalf of myself, Merik, Blindrage, and Katella, and Seraphis, our level 31 warrior here, so saying take care. Hope you guys are having a great week wherever you are in the world. We do look forward to seeing you next time. We will see you then, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.